Hey everyone, today we're going full on hobo mode because I'm tired, it's late, and I just don't care. This is a video response to Terminator Juice from the Juice is Loose, to his latest Juice is Loose episode. I want to say 117, I don't remember, it's the one that was last night, this night actually, where they started talking about the fact that they thought the Wii was better than the Gamecube. And I'm like, what? Previously on the Juice is Loose.
I'm one of the few people, I guess, that believe that the Wii was better than GameCube.
Oh, wasn't even close.
Huh?
I don't even think it was even close.
The shovelware for the Wii basically came after it's, people thought it was a, phenomenon. So you had third-party companies who couldn't put, you would have got Assassin's Creed and all that stuff on the Wii if the Wii could handle it. But because you couldn't put a lot of those games on there, you ended up with a lot of companies, we're not even talking about the main guys, because there was a lot of good third-party games on Wii, way more than GameCube. I was like, oh, look at this phenomenon. We can put out Barbie's Turtle Adventure, have you wave at the turtle. And, just like you had a lot of people doing that because they can make a quick, or they thought they could make a quick buck. A lot of those games failed.
The system power actually did affect, probably added a little bit more to the shovelware because they could get away with making some really simple looking game. But if you tried to do that like on the PlayStation 4, it wouldn't work.
Nobody's gonna buy that shit
in this day and age. So I guess I agree that somewhat, the system's lack of power led to more, like you said, those companies come out of nowhere. All of a sudden there's a motion game on the Wii.
Zubu Interactive.
Yeah, and it's like, who the fuck are these people? Like, that to me, the fact that they made a game doesn't diminish that I got the two best Mario games on that system.
Arguably the best Metroid Prime game.
Yeah.
Like, there was a lot of great games on the Wii. A lot.
And I think maybe we'll discuss, or maybe, I don't know, it might turn into too much of a debate. The GameCube did get a lot of the same third-party games as the competition, but as far as like first party and stuff, like other than the phenomenal Metroid Prime and Prime 2, like to me, like the Wii just crushed, I think, is up there with the Super Nintendo.
The Wii's first party stuff destroyed GameCube's first party stuff.
Yeah.
So in glorious hobo vision, let us first start with a simple one. Which controller is better? Next up, let us look at a couple of game examples. So we have a couple of game examples. We'll start over here. No. So first off, we will have best use of old characters. Come on, Luigi's Mansion versus like 100th Super Mario Bros. No thank you. Mario Kart, Double Trash versus the Wii. Obviously the Wii wins that. Best new IP. What kind of new IP did the Wii have? Okay. And that was about it. And the GameCube had so much to choose from. Pac-Man is one of my favorite games. Pac-Man 2 is incredible. Best RPG. Come on, Button Titles is not only the best RPG, it's one of the best games ever made. What did we have? Last Story. Pretty good. Terrible battle system. So obviously Button Titles wins that too. So let's go to some other RPGs in general. Tales of Symphonia. Excellent, one of the best games ever made. Tales of Symphonia 2. Let's not even look at that. Best ports. Now, this is interesting. The GameCube version of Harvest Moon is actually factually better. Look at this. Girl, no girl. Girl, no girl. The Wii version has less than a GameCube version. That shouldn't even be. Best Metroid game. Now, Juice, seriously, I love you, man, but you cannot count the Metroid Prime trilogy towards a point for the Wii, considering Metroid Prime 1 and 2 are GameCube games. Corruption is okay. Personally, I prefer Other M over Corruption, so that's why I put this here. But come on, Metroid Prime 1? No. That is for the GameCube. Best Mario game? So here we have two of my all-time favorite Mario games ever, Sunshine and Galaxy. I'm slightly giving the edge to Galaxy here because the atmosphere in Galaxy is just incredible. Best Zelda game? Let's see. Skyward Sword is seriously one of the... The worst Zelda game is still one of the best games ever made. Skyward Sword is the worst Zelda game there is. Obviously it goes to Wind Waker, one of the top 3 best Zelda games ever made. What do we have done? Okay, the best Donkey Kong game. What the fuck was that, Nintendo? Obviously for the Wii. Best Super Smash Bros. Game. Once again, this one goes to the Wii. I have over 5,800 hours in Melee, so don't give me that trash like I don't know Melee. Brawl is the better game. Deal with it. Then we have Best Horror Game. Excellent game, Crash Mountain, but come on. Eternal Darkness, you cannot beat that as a horror game. And another final one here, Best Final Fantasy Game. This was a missed opportunity. It was way too terrible. Crystal Chronicles have amazing atmosphere. You seriously cannot beat that. So let us count up here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 for the Wii. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, that is 9 for the GameCube. But then what about the best games on these systems? What about the top 10 best games? Now my top 10 favorite GameCube games. Button Titles. Count this as 1. Skies of Arcadia, Tales of Symphonia, Metroid, Zelda. Lost Kingdoms, 1, 2, count this as 1 as well. F-Zero GX, Pac-Man 2, PA3, and Eternal Darkness. This is my own opinion, but in general this is like a top 10 best GameCube games. Now let's see what in the Wii I could fit in here. Fragile Dreams is not just my favorite Wii game, this is one of my all-time favorite games ever. Seriously. Now, let's see. Fragile Dreams. Where would I put this compared to my top 10 favorite GameCube games? It's about there. There you go. So if you think that my all-time favorite Wii game I mean, only reaches like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th place, you think there's going to be space for other Wii U games in this tag? I don't think so. That's it. The best Wii games simply are so limited, it is ridiculous compared to everything the GameCube had to offer here. Now, as a final point, let us just take a look at some of the games overall, like third-party games and that kind of stuff.
The GameCube did get a lot of the same third-party games as the competition, but as far as like first-party and stuff, like other than the phenomenal Metroid Prime and Prime 2, like to me, like the Wii just crushed. I think is up there with the Super
The
Nintendo as far as
The Wii's first party stuff destroyed GameCube's first party stuff.
yeah.
Alright, there's some of my Cube and Wii games. What do we have here? See, we have most of that already. Fire Emblem. Really good fucking game. The Wii has one too, so this is not really a point for the GameCube. Animal Crossing is better on the Wii as well. Resident Evil 4. The Wii had none. PN3 showed that. Turok Evolution. Luigi's Mansion. Incredible. Star Fox. What do you have here? Metro Prime Echoes. I honestly prefer Other M over Echoes, so that's a point for the Wii again. Come on. Twin Snakes. Fucking hell, that's an amazing game. Mario Party, Mario Soccer, Kirby Air Ride, F-Zero GX, Wave Race. Simpsons had a run, love Simpsons had a run there. Bloody Roar, Primal Fury. We need another Bloody Roar, seriously. Super Monkey Ball, Beautiful Joe, Pitfall. True crime games, Dead to Rights. Second Sight, Rogue Leader is one of the best Star Wars games ever. Rogue Battlecry, Enter the Matrix. Absolutely fucking love Enter the Matrix. What the fuck is that? Must have missed that. Enter the Matrix, absolutely love it. Geist, when Nintendo still tried some new shit. Nintendo took risks with the GameCube, with Geist and Pac-Man and all that stuff. What else? Some shitty games, one of the worst games ever. That Gauntlet, Dark Legacy. Come on, that's definitely another one for the GameCube. And what do we have for the Wii here? Mario. Fragile Dreams, we had that. Mario Party 8. Gee, I wonder what's better, Mario Party 8 or 5. That one definitely goes to the GameCube. Well, story, like I said, crossbow training. Ooh, Twilight Princess was also on the GameCube, so that changes nothing. Like on the GameCube. Rune Factory Frontier, amazing game. Other M, I personally like Other M. Returns, amazing game. Shitty Dosophonia, the second one. Wii Sports, Okami, excellent game, Okami. Sport, Curse Mountain, really good Curse Mountain as well. Corruption, not that good. Sin and Punishment is pretty good. And then you got like Brigade, Metal Honor, Rock Band, it's such trash, all that shit. I mean, Jam was kind of okay, I liked it, that. Ninja Breadman. The Wii is the owner of one of the worst games, the worst game in my opinion ever made. And then you have like wonderful shovelware shit. Radiant Dawn, like I said here, really good fucking game. That just comes down to preference. Then we have Skylanders, and I have a bunch of other Skylanders still over there. I know. Yeah, not a big fan of that. Rayman Origins really fucking good. Shadow Blade's pretty good. Resident Evil Darkside Chronicles. You can even have Resident Evil 4 over that shit. And trash and reload. So yeah. So, well, in the end, it always does come down to personal taste, what you like better, you know, dancing or sitting comfortably, quality games or mediocre shovelware. In the end, the GameCube is better. And you can throw other arguments at me, you know, it's fun, I like these kind of debates, you know, it's just pure fun, but come on, seriously, Juice, stay real.
The juice is loose. All right, guys and gals, we'll see you next time.